April 2021 under ESPP at rupees 50 when the market price was rupees 150, face value being rupees 10, past necessary charges.
कैश कितना आएगा हमको? बैंक अकाउंट डेबिट कितना शेयर्स है? 2000 इश्यू प्राइस कितना है? 50 2000 into 50 कितना है देखो? 1 लाख ना? 1 लाख ये एंट्री क्लियर है एकदम ना? टू इक्विटी शेयर कैपिटल फेस वैल्यू कितना है? 10 रुपीस ये भी एकदम क्लियर है ऐसा ना? हाँ क्लियर? नाउ एम्प्लॉय कॉम्पनसेशन अकाउंट शेयर्स मार्केट वैल्यू 150 है लेकिन हम दे रहे हैं 50 पे 100 रुपीस लॉस टू द कंपनी ऐसा ना? तो वो लॉस एम्प्लॉय कॉम्पनसेशन अकाउंट के नाम पे एक्सपेंस पीएनएल में जाएगा कितना है ये अमाउंट इधर देखो 100 into 2000 कितना है 2 लाख बैलेंस टू सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम अकाउंट 2000 shares into market price is 150 face value is 10 rupees 140 rupees 140 rupees securities premium okay directly you are issuing 10 rupees share at 150 na so balance 140 securities premium कितना है balance 2,80,000 तो normal issue जैसे एंट्री है ठीक है but additionally you have employee compensation account okay any doubt no ESPP done I am going to buyback of equity shares I give a pause for 5 minutes if you have any doubts you can ask कल कुछ समझ ये हुआ कैसे नहीं हुआ ना ये होगा ना कौन से डाउट है और पीछे वाला जब तक तो शेयर कैपिटल डाउट कितना होगा क्वार्टर के ये 2 है ये प्रीमियम कितना 2 रुपीस ना 3 plus 2 फर्स्ट कॉल 3 की 100 शेयर allotted paid to pay the allotment money ऐसा ना हमने सब्सिक्वेंट वैल्यू पे फर्स्ट कॉल शेयर्स में फॉरगेट है तो फर्स्ट कॉल भी नहीं किया फर्स्ट कॉल किया तो लेकिन वो पे नहीं किया तो allotment पे नहीं किया फर्स्ट कॉल पे नहीं किया ऐसा ना क्वार्टर
How much was the share capital? How many equity shares? 1 lakh. Very good. Total in rupees 10 lakh. Very good. 25,000 preference shares. Okay. It has securities premium account balance 40,000. General reserve 7 lakhs. Yes. Company decides to buy back how much? 20,000 out of 1 lakh. Out of 1 lakh, 20,000 shares they are buying back. Buying back in the sense they'll call the equity shareholders, take their share certificates. Okay, they'll pay the money. They'll ask them to leave. They are no more the owners of the company. Understanding? Yes? Now, buyback at what price? What is the face value? Face value is 10 rupees. Buyback price is? Buyback price 12 rupees. So buying back at premium, at a discount, at par, at premium, paying more. Yes. So at premium, in place of 10 rupees, you are giving 12 rupees. So 2 rupees is a expense to the company. Yes or no? Additional expense to the company. Yes or no? Now, earlier when you issue the equity shares, equity share capital account is credited. Yes or no? Now when you are paying back the money, you have to reverse the entry. Equity share capital account debit. Okay, understanding? When you are issuing the shares, you are crediting the equity share capital to equity share capital. Yes or no? If you recall, yes. Now you are debiting this because you are buying back the shares. Okay. How many shares? 20,000 into 10 rupees. How much? 2 lakhs till now. Now premium on redemption. Premium on redemption. Premium on buyback, I would say. How much is the premium on buyback? 2 rupees, na? 40,000. Very good. 2 equity shareholders. 2,40,000. 20,000 into 12 rupees. This is the first entry. Check. Don't follow here what is the entry. I'll tell you the reason. Don't follow the entries in your book. This is the first entry. Clear? Now here we have premium on buyback account. Yesterday we have seen securities premium account we can use for what purposes? We have discussed yesterday. 5 purposes, yes or no? For issue of bonus shares, buyback of equity shares, not buyback, premium on buyback. Open that page once again. See that line once again. What is the page number? 13. Open 13. For purchase of its own shares or securities under 68. Fourth point, for providing premium payable on redemption of any redeemable preference shares or debentures of the company. Understanding? So for buyback, you can use this securities premium. Understanding? So I am indirectly using this securities premium account debit to premium on buyback. How much? 40,000. Clear? They did not mention only the premium or only capital. They have mentioned for any buyback you can use securities premium. So for the capital portion also I can use the securities premium. For premium portion also I can use. Here for premium purpose I am using 40,000. Clear? So in your book They have directly debited securities premium account. Yes or no? Understanding na? हाँ. Now what is the second entry? Equity shareholder, इधर हमने due entry pass किया था ना इधर. This is the due entry, yes or no? Now equity shareholders account debit to bank account, payment, actual payment. This is the second entry. Third entry, equity shareholders account debit to bank account for 2,40,000. Clear? This is the first entry, this is the second entry, that is the third entry. This here it is due. We have written amount is payable to equity shareholders. Yes. Here we have actually paying the equity shareholders. ठीक है? 2,40,000. Clear? First is the due entry, then we are utilizing premium from securities premium. Okay. Normally if you don't utilize from securities premium, this account goes to, this is debit balance, yes or no? This goes to P&L account generally, yes or no? But instead of P&L, you have to use from securities premium. That is the concept. Understanding? Third entry is this. Now fourth entry is very, very important. Fourth entry, see, you have 40,000 in securities premium. जनरल रिजर्व में कितना है 7 lakhs. सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम 40,000 हमने ऑलरेडी यूटिलाइज कर दिया, तो वी हैव ओनली जनरल रिजर्व. जनरल रिजर्व अकाउंट डेबिट टू CRR, कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व अकाउंट. व्हाट इज दिस एंट्री? आई विल एक्सप्लेन. कैपिटल रिडेम्पशन रिजर्व कितना है? फॉर नॉमिनल वैल्यू ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स रिडीम्ड 20,000 into 10 rupees is the face value, 2 lakhs. I'll explain this entry. There is a big history for this entry. I'll explain clearly. Narration क्या था? Being nominal amount, nominal value or nominal amount of equity shares bought back. I'll explain this entry. Okay. Whenever you buy back the shares, yes, whenever you buy back the shares, you should transfer the nominal value of the shares redeemed to CRR account, capital redemption reserve account. Okay. Sir, why should I transfer? I'll explain with an example. Okay. In the company, first shareholders are contributing, yes. With that amount, directors do the business. Yes, board of directors do the business. While doing the business, they enter into several contracts. Yes. In this process, several creditors, several lenders are formed. Yes or no? Company takes some loan, company takes some goods on credit. Yes. So suppose the company is liquidated. Yes. We have seen the liquidation of partnership. Yes or no? Dissolution of partnership, etc. We have some preference. Yes or no? First whom to pay, at last whom to pay. First who will be pay? Not preference shareholders. First we will start with not debentures. Before that we have something. First government taxes, if any. Yes, taxes. Next come creditors, secured creditors. Yes. Next unsecured creditors. We have seen this. Unsecured creditors, then debentures, then preference shares, then equity shareholders. Yes or no? In the name of buyback, when it is done, buyback is generally done when the company has huge profits, huge reserves, cash rich companies generally undergo this buyback. Yes or no? Buyback is nothing but paying back your money. I don't want your money more anymore. Company is having its money, so it doesn't need your money. It signifies that. Yes or no? Yes? Cash rich companies. But when you buy back the shares indirectly, you are paying the owners first. Yes or no? Instead of creditors, you are paying the owners first. Understanding? Now the company is having profits, very good. Who knows, in the future the company may go into losses. Yes? So indirectly, when the company is enjoying good profits, you are paying back the owners first, and the owners are getting the all the amount, and then when the losses come, creditors have to bear the loss. Yes or no? Understanding? Why? Owners, if the owners count is getting reduced. Yes or no? Indirectly, ownership is getting reduced. If ownership is getting reduced, indirectly, company is doing business out of the money received from creditors or lenders. Yes or no? Indirectly? Yes. Ownership is getting reduced, burden goes more on creditors. Yes or no? So you may not perform to your potential business, because you may think, I am doing business not out of my money, out of their money. So you may be careless. Yes or no? You might be careless, company may go into losses. Yes or no? So the creditors will have to bear this burden. Yes or no? So in order to tackle this situation, what you have to do, whenever you're buying back any equity shares, indirectly you're diluting the ownership of equity shareholders. Yes? Whenever you are doing that, transfer some amount to this CRR. How much amount? Nominal value का कितना शेयर जा रहा है उतना CRR में डालो. ठीक है? Sir, can I use this CRR for anything else? No. You have to use this CRR only for bonus shares. What happens to bonus shares? When bonus issue is done, CRR to equity share capital. Yes or no? We have seen this entry yesterday. Bonus issue का entry क्या है? Free reserves account debit to equity share capital. So indirectly this CRR is getting converted to what? Share capital again. So indirectly what is happening? Buyback say certain shareholders are getting reduced, but indirectly certain shareholders are assured for future. Indirectly ownership is not getting diluted. So at every point of time you can assume minimum number of shareholders with which the company has been started, that number of shares will exist in future also. Understanding? This is nothing but, CRR concept is nothing but to guarantee the creditors or lenders, okay, that we are not making their payment first. Okay, we are not buying back everything. Okay, don't worry, your interest, your preferential interest is still there. This is the assurance which you are giving by transferring certain amount from reserves to CRR. CRR is a very important concept. Okay. Similarly, when you redeem preference shares also, you have to, because preference shares comes last but one. Before that only creditors still exist. So if you are redeeming preference shares or equity shareholders, my interest will get affected as an creditor or lender. Understanding? So to safeguard the lender's creditors interest, to safeguard their preferential payment, I am transferring certain amount to CRR. Understanding? Clear with the CRR concept? So whenever you're buying back equity shares or whenever you are redeeming preference shares, you have to transfer certain amount to CRR to safeguard lenders or creditors preferential security. Understanding? How much you have to transfer? Amount equal to nominal value of shares bought back. Clear? Clear? Understanding na? This is one concept. Suppose company Rama Limited, its existing share capital is 1 lakh. Okay, it is buying back 20,000 equity shares. After buying back, how much is the share capital? 80,000. Yes, yes, into 10 rupees. Take 10,000 shares into 10 rupees. 2,000 shares are bought back, 20,000. Net share capital is 8,000 shares into 10 rupees, 80,000. But you have 20,000 in CRR, so indirectly 1 lakh capital still exists. Yes or no? This is one way. Second way is that 20,000 shares are bought back. Company is issuing fresh 10,000 shares. I mean, 2,000 shares are bought back here. 2,000 shares. Company is issuing fresh 1,000. Yes or no? Target is that share capital should be 1 lakh. So 1 lakh minus 2,000 plus minus 20,000 plus 10,000. How much? 90,000. So net balance कितना है? 10,000. So CRR में 10,000 ही जाएगा. Understood? So indirectly, when you are buying back, see how many shares are freshly issued. If there is fresh issue, no problem, because capital base is still there. Exactly. Rest of the amount which is bought back out of profits, that amount only you have to transfer to CRR. Understanding? Clear? This is the concept. Now, general reserve to CRR. Understood this last entry? Okay. Understood this last entry? Clear? This is all about buyback. Clear? Buyback can be done at par, buyback can be done at discount. There are sums. Do all the sums. If you have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll tell one more sum here in buyback. Sum number 39. Come to sum number 39. Brijesh, clear na buyback ka? CRR concept clear hai? Page number 79. Kashyap, read this sum. Shares of rupees 10 each. Total shares, number of shares कितना है? Number of shares. 300 crores बोल रहा है. 10 rupees each. तो number of shares कितना है? 30 crores ना. 300 divided by 10, 30 crores. 30 crores shares are there. Next. 270 crores. This statutory reserve is nothing but reserve that has to be created as per some law, for some certain act. Say for example, in Banking Regulation Act, you have to put some amount aside. There is some reserve. Okay. So whenever some act is telling you to create some reserve, you have to create this reserve. So this is not a free reserve. You cannot utilize this reserve for any purpose. Okay. It has to be utilized for that particular purpose only. Export reserve. There might be some purpose for this. So this indirectly you should understand that this is not a free reserve. Understanding? This is a specific reserve. So what the shareholders have decided? Shareholders have on recommendation of board of directors. बोर्ड ऑफ डायरेक्टर्स ने एक मीटिंग किया था, ठीक है. उस मीटिंग में स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन पास हुआ. स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन मतलब स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन मतलब कितना वोट्स इन फेवर आना चाहिए? 75% होता है जनरली। हाँ, 75% लोग एग्री करना पड़ेगा तभी स्पेशल रेजोल्यूशन बोलते हैं। नॉर्मल रेजोल्यूशन में मेजॉरिटी होता है, मोर देन 50% होने से हो जाएगा, लेकिन इसमें 2/3 से 75% कुछ होता है। आई एम नॉट श्योर, कंपनी लॉ में आप लोग को आएगा। ठीक है, 75% लोग एग्री किया है। क्या किया है? बाईबैक करेगा। कितना बाईबैक करेगा? मैक्सिमम परमिसेबल नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स। सर मैक्सिमम लिखा है, व्हाट इज दिस मैक्सिमम? यू हैव टू फाइंड आउट। ठीक है, अंडरस्टैंडिंग? हाँ, hovering in the sense very high. 10 rupees face value, market price is 25 rupees. Okay, indirectly they are signifying that price is too high. Okay, हाँ, 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 तो व्हाट इज द बाईबैक प्राइस? कैसे? हाँ, 25 में 20% ऐड करना पड़ेगा। हाँ, इनडायरेक्टली 25 पे 120% ले सकते हैं। समझ गया? 25 मार्केट प्राइस है। हम कंपनी शेयर होल्डर्स को बुला के आपका शेयर्स दे दो बोलने से वो लोग नहीं देगा। क्यों? मार्केट प्राइस 25 है, मिनिमम 25 रुपीज उन लोग को देना पड़ेगा। सर नो, सो दैट्स वाई दे आर ऑफरिंग एट 120% ऑन मार्केट प्राइस। सो 25 इंटू 120% और 25 इंटू 1.2 बोथ आर सेम। कितना है प्राइस? 30 रुपीज। बाईबैक प्राइस इज 30 रुपीज। 25 इंटू 120%। अंडरस्टैंडिंग ना? 25 इंटू 120% और 25 इंटू 1.2 ऑल्सो यू कैन टेक। क्लियर? हाँ, they are asking you to find the maximum number of shares that can be bought back, huh? That can be bought back. Okay, second, would your answer change? एडवाइस के बगल में 1 लिख दीजिए। इफ बोरोड फंड्स वेर स्टार्टेड हो रहा ना, उस लाइन 2 लिख दीजिए। ये 2 डिफरेंट क्वेश्चंस है, हैं? मैं अभी बता देता हूँ। सर मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ इक्विटी शेयर्स परमिसिबल फॉर बाईबैक, हाउ टू डिटरमाइन? वी हैव 3 टेस्ट्स। व्हाट आर दिस? 3 टेस्ट्स है। 3 टेस्ट्स, ठीक है? आउट ऑफ दिस 3 टेस्ट, विच एवर इज द लोअर, you will buy back that number of equity shares. Sir, what are these tests? Shares outstanding test, shares outstanding test, shares outstanding test, resources test, resources test. Third one is debt equity ratio test, debt equity ratio test. What are these 3 tests? Shares outstanding test, which is equal to, you can buy back maximum 25% of outstanding shares. Okay? Resources test, resources test, you can buy back maximum 25% of your paid up capital plus free reserves. Clear? Shares outstanding test, how many shares do you have? 30 crores. 30 crores में 25% कितना है? 30 crore shares है ना आपके पास? अभी कंपनी में कितना शेयर्स है? 30 crores. 30 crores में मैक्सिमम 25% आप बाईबैक कर सकते हैं। कितना शेयर है? 7.5. Very good. Here the result is 7.5. Second one, resources test. Paid up capital. Paid up capital कितना है? 300 crores. Yes or no? Paid up capital is 300 crores. Free reserves कौन सा है इसमें? General reserve, P&L, सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम भी है. सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम 5 पर्पस के लिए यूज कर सकता है. वन ऑफ द थिंग इज बायबैक, सो बायबैक के लिए भी यूज कर सकता है. तो बायबैक इज ऑल्सो कंसिडर्ड हियर. यस और नो? हमने ऑलरेडी डिस्कस किया था ना. सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम इज ऑल्सो अवेलेबल फॉर 5th पॉइंट जो है हमने, उसमें 5 पर्पसेस है, उसमें वन ऑफ द पर्पस इज बायबैक. सो हम बायबैक के लिए ये यूज कर सकता है. यस और नो? सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम. तो सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम. एक्सपोर्ट रिजर्व, डू यू थिंक दिस इज अ फ्री रिजर्व? नो. सो टोटल पेड अप कैपिटल प्लस फ्री रिजर्व्स कितना है? पहले फ्री रिजर्व्स कितना है बोलो टोटल? 420. वेरी गुड, वेरी गुड मोहित. 420 प्लस पेड अप कैपिटल कितना है? 300. यस और नो? टोटल कम्स टू 720. 720 इसका 25% ले लो. 720 का 25% ले लो. ఎంత कितना? 180. 180. What is the buyback price? 30 rupees. So you have total resource, how much you have in hand? 180 crores. Buyback price is 30 rupees. So total how many shares you can buy back? As per second test, 180 divided by 30, how much? 6 crores. 6 crore shares can be bought back as per second test. 7.4 crores can be bought back as per first test. Clear? Now we are going to third test. What is this third test? Debt equity ratio. Earlier I already mentioned why I am transferring certain amount to CRR. Because to safeguard the interest of creditors, yes. Similarly, there is some benchmark set up in the Companies Act. Okay, while doing buyback, minimum equity you have to maintain after buyback should be half of debt. What is this? Half of debt. Indirectly, debt equity ratio should be less than or equal to 2 after buyback. This is the debt equity ratio test. समझ गया? Debt equity ratio, debt by equity shall be less than or equal to 2. समझ गया? Debt should be less than or equal to 2 times equity. Understood? So indirectly, suppose your debt is 100 rupees, you have to maintain minimum 50 rupees equity. समझ गया? Minimum 50 rupees equity you have to maintain. Minimum. Clear? Minimum 50 rupees equity you have to maintain. So in the first case, how much is the loan funds? Tell me. 800 crores. Half of 800 crores? 400 crores. 400 crores has to be the minimum equity. Yes or no? Understood? Now what is the total equity? Equity is nothing but paid up capital plus reserves. Check here, what is the equity amount? Present equity how much? Paid up capital plus free reserves कितना है? 720. This is the equity. Yes or no? तो अभी equity कितना है? 720. मिनिमम इक्विटी कितना रहना है? 400. डिफरेंस कितना है? 320. तो मैक्सिमम 320 कैन बी बॉट बैक. 320 डिवाइडेड बाय 30 रुपीज बाय बैक कितना है? कैलकुलेटर 320 डिवाइडेड बाय 3. नहीं, 320 डिवाइड बाय 30 कितना है? 10.100 नहीं, 320 crores ना. हाँ, 10.67 ना. 10.67 crore equity shares can be bought back as per third test. What is the third test? 10.67. Understood? Least of these three is how much? 6 crores. So maximum you can buy back how many shares? 6 crores. Last time in your exam they have given forfeiture of shares reissue. Okay, this time I am expecting this question in your exam. If they give this question, they will give it for 14 marks directly. Okay na? This question is that much important. Okay? Buyback number of shares kitna hai? Find out karo. 25% of outstanding shares. This is called shares outstanding test. Resources test. 25% of paid up capital plus free reserves. Debt equity ratio. Debt equity ratio. I mean debt equity ratio should be less than or equal to 2. What is this 2, sir? This is the benchmark as per Companies Act, you can say. Okay? If the equity is if the equity is less than this 400, in this example borrowed funds is 800 divided by 2 is 400. If the equity is less than 400, then you can assume there is a risk to these creditors, because this benchmark has been negated. Negated in the sense violated. Understanding? If this benchmark is violated, indirectly creditors get the risk of burden or loss. Understanding? Clear? Haan. So maximum you can buy back how much? 320. 720 minus 400, 320 you can buy back. 320 divided by 30 rupees buyback price, 10.67 is the shares. Clear till now? Clear? Take these notes, 3 tests. Take this in your notes, very, very important. Take these notes. Notebook लाए नहीं कश्यप? हाँ, घर जाके फोटो खिंचाई के. ठीक है. Now see the journal entries. Share bought back account debit to bank account. Or I'll say directly you can pass this entry. Equity share capital account debit. कितना shares bought back है? 6 crores ना? 6 crores into 10 rupees कितना है? 60. Yes or no? Sir, bought back at premium. Yes or no? कितना प्रीमियम दे रहा है? कितना प्रीमियम दे रहा है? लेकिन फेस वैल्यू कितना है? ₹20 एक्स्ट्रा दे रहा है ना? हाँ, ₹20 एक्स्ट्रा दे रहा है, वो एक बात है. लेकिन रिडेम्पशन जो दे रहा है ₹30 का रिडेम्पशन है. यस और नो? ₹30 का जो है वो रिडेम्पशन है. फेस वैल्यू को जो है वो ₹10 है. ₹20 जो है वो लॉस टू द कंपनी. यस और नो? ₹20 लॉस है. यस और नो? सो द लॉस आई वुड से प्रीमियम ऑन बायबैक. यस और नो? Premium on buyback. Premium on buyback, I can use it from securities premium. Yes or no? Similar to the earlier sum. So directly I am debiting securities premium account. 6 crores into 30 minus 10. ₹20 का. कितना है इधर? 120. Okay. But securities premium में कितना balance है? ₹100. So I can use maximum ₹100 here. Balance from जनरल रिजर्व, समझ गया? 20 बैलेंसिंग फिगर, अंडरस्टैंडिंग? So total actually I have to use 120, but I have in securities premium only 100 crores. I'll use 100 crores from securities premium, balance 20 from general reserve. Clear till now? To bank account, directly I am writing direct compound entry, to bank account, 6 crores into 30 rupees, 180 crores. Clear with the first entry? Clear na? Now in this sum, do you think there is any fresh issue of shares? No. So how much amount do you want to transfer to CRR? Here there is no fresh issue of shares. How much share capital is getting reduced? See here, how much share capital is getting reduced? 60 crores. So 60 crores you have to transfer to CRR. समझ गया ना? कैपिटल कितना रिड्यूस हो रहा है उतना CRR में जाएगा. अगर री इश्यू होगा, फ्रेश इश्यू होगा, तब कैपिटल फिर क्रेडिट होगा, यस और नो? बैलेंस अमाउंट CRR में जाएगा. समझ गए? तो अभी CRR एंट्री है. CRR के लिए क्या है और बचा अभी जनरल रिजर्व बचा है ना. जनरल रिजर्व कितना बचा है? इधर 20 यूज किया है, सब में 270 है और 250 बचा है, तो हमने ट्रांसफर कितना करना है? 60 हो जाएगा. जनरल रिजर्व अकाउंट डेबिट टू CRR. This CRR has to be used only for fully paid bonus shares. You cannot use it for any other purpose. To keep the capital base intact. Intact in the sense undisturbed. Why? To safeguard the interest of creditors, because they are entitled for preferential payment. This is the whole concept. Understood? Clear with the entries? Now what is the second point? Read second point. What is the second point? Read. If the borrowed funds were 1200 crores instead of 800 crores, what is, do your answer change? That is their question. So borrowed funds के लिए हम कौन सा टेस्ट में यूज किया borrowed funds को? डेट इक्विटी में. डेट इक्विटी में कैसे किया है? 800 डिवाइडेड बाय 2, 400. नाउ इन केस ऑफ 8, इन प्लेस ऑफ 800 you will get 1200. 1200 divided by 2, how much? 600 crores. Minimum equity has to be 600. Present equity कितना है? Present equity कितना है? No, equity. Equity is this. This portion is called equity. Paid up capital plus free reserves is called equity. 720. बैलेंस कितना बायबैक कर सकते हैं? 120. 720 minus 600, 120 you can buy back. So 120 divided by 30. How many number of shares? Tell me. 4. 4 crores. So instead of 10 here, 10.67, it will be 4. Yes or no? So 7.564. What is the list? 4 crores. Here what is the price here? 120, 4 crores. Four na? Here in this sum they have given wrong. Debt equity ratio situation 2 they have given 3 crores. Yes or no? 3 crores दिया था ना? 3 crores का है, 4 crore ना? 4 crore ना? तो ये सिचुएशन 2 में डेट इक्विटी रेशियो के जगह जो टेस्ट है वर्किंग नोट नंबर 3 उधर होगा 4 एक्चुअली. उसको टिक उसको रेक्टिफाई करो, 3 के जगह में 4 होना चाहिए आंसर में। इधर तो 4 है ना, लेकिन इधर देख लीजिए आंसर में दे रहा है 3 दे रहा है, वो गलती है, 4 कर लो उसको। 4 करके मैक्सिमम नंबर ऑफ शेयर्स फॉर बायबैक लिस्ट ऑफ द अबव 4 होगा, ठीक है, समझ गया। एंट्रीज भी अकॉर्डिंगली चेंज होगा, ठीक है। नाउ 1500 करोड़ होने से क्या होगा, 1500 डिवाइड बाय 2 750। एग्जिस्टिंग इक्विटी कितना है 720, मिनिमम इक्विटी हैज टू बी 750, existing is only 720. You cannot buy back even 1 share in the third situation. See the third situation, maximum number of shares for buyback is blank. You cannot buy back even 1 share in the third case. Understanding? Clear with this question? If you have any doubts, I'll take a pause for 2 minutes, you can ask. Clear? Clear na? These 3 tests are very, very important. Shares outstanding test, resources test, debt equity ratio test. This debt equity ratio, I guess you will find in management accounting also. You have a separate chapter called ratio analysis. Okay, there you will find this ratio, debt equity ratio, current ratio. Have you seen these ratios? Current ratio, there is another ratio, current assets ratio, interest coverage ratio, debt service coverage ratio, cash ratio, there is also a cash ratio. There are several ratios. Okay, basically you will find there, this is a capital structure ratio. Okay, clear with this sum? This sum is very, very important. Mark very, very, very important. I can expect in your exam this sum is given directly for 14 marks. I am expecting, I don't know, because this sum is very, very important. Clear? Clear? Rest of the sums till this 39, take it for homework, try on your own. Okay, if you have any questions like Kashyap has, you can ask me. Okay, clear? Come to sum number 40 once. I don't take much time. Sum number 40. See, issue of equity shares is same, issue of preference shares, entries are same, process is same, everything is same. Similarly, buyback of equity shares, redemption of preference shares, both are same, process is same. Okay, read this sum number 40, Mohit. Equity shares of ₹10 each would be paid, 400 lakhs, 12% redeemable preference shares of ₹100 each. They are mentioning 12% redeemable preference shares. Okay, so these shares are due for redemption. Any doubt, Kashyap? Question number 40, page number 86. Page number 86, question number 40. Page number 86. Continue. 200 lakhs, reserves and surplus, capital reserve 50 lakhs, share premium 25 lakhs, revenue reserves 260 lakhs, funds employed in fixed assets less depreciation 300 lakhs, current assets, current liabilities, we have all this. Okay, the company redeemed preference shares on 1st April 2021 at a premium of 10%. What is the face value of preference shares? Face value. Preference shares का face value मैं बोल रहा हूँ, equity shares का नहीं. Now we are seeing redemption of preference shares. रिडेम्पशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स. ओके, प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स का फेस वैल्यू क्या है? 100 रुपीज. रिडीम्ड एट 10% प्रीमियम. व्हाट इज द रिडेम्पशन प्राइस? कितना? हाँ, 110. very good. 110 is the redemption price. Sir, how? Redeemed at premium, in the sense they have to give face value plus premium. Yes or no? Face value is 100 rupees. Redemption at premium of 10%. 100 rupees में 10%, 10 rupees. 100 plus 10 rupees, 110 rupees. Clear? So the shares are redeemed at 110 rupees. Clear? Total how many shares are there? Preference shares how many are there? हाँ, 200 lakhs का. तो मुझे नंबर में बोलिए, वॉल्यूम ऑफ शेयर्स 2 lakhs. वेरी गुड. 2 lakh शेयर्स. 2 lakh शेयर्स इंटू 110 रुपीज कितना है? हाँ, 220 lakhs. Yes or no? See the first entry. Preference share capital account debit. In case of equity share capital, you don't have this percentage, but in case of preference share capital, you have to write this percentage also. What is this percentage indicates? 12% preference share capital. What does this mean? Dividend, rate of dividend. Okay, rate of dividend. 10% FD बोलने से 10% इंटरेस्ट आएगा. 10% गोल्ड बॉन्ड्स 10% इंटरेस्ट आएगा. समझ गया? 10% डिवेंचर्स 10% इंटरेस्ट आएगा. 12% प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल 12% डिविडेंड आएगा आपको. समझ गया? हाँ, 12% प्रेफरेंस शेयर कैपिटल अकाउंट डेबिट, बिकॉज अर्लियर while issue preference share capital was credited. Now while redemption you have to debit the preference share capital. Clear? Premium is there. Premium on redemption. Here face value कितना है? 2 lakh shares into 100 rupees ना? हाँ? 200 lakhs. Correct? Here premium कैसा है? कितना है? 2 lakhs into 10 rupees. Nothing but 20 lakhs. To preference shareholders. 220. This is the first entry. Understanding ना? 220 कैसे आया था? 2 lakhs into 110 rupees. Clear na? 220, 220. Okay. Now this account goes to P&L account, but instead of P&L account, use securities premium account. We have seen this already. So this premium account, use it from securities premium. Do you have securities premium in the sum? Securities premium है कि नहीं? sum में कितना balance है? 25 lakhs. Here कितना है? 20 lakhs. So utilize 20 lakhs to premium on buyback. Sorry, premium on redemption. पेज नंबर 13 में जाने से 4th पॉइंट, सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम अकाउंट कैन बी यूटिलाइज्ड फॉर रिडेम्पशन ऑन प्रीमियम ऑन रिडेम्पशन ऑन प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स और डिबेंचर्स. यू कैन सी पेज, गो टू पेज नंबर 13. Go to page number 13. 4th पॉइंट देखो, पढ़ो एक बार मोहित. प्रांतिक पढ़ो, प्रांतिक पढ़ो. हाँ, देखा है ना? प्रीमियम ऑन रिडेम्पशन ऑफ प्रेफरेंस शेयर्स और रिडीमेबल डिबेंचर्स होने से ये सिक्योरिटीज प्रीमियम यूज कर सकते हैं. सो दैट्स व्हाई आई एम यूटिलाइजिंग. ठीक है? कितना है? 20. नाउ इक्विटी प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स को पेमेंट करो. प्रेफरेंस शेयर होल्डर्स अकाउंट डेबिट टू बैंक. बैंक बैलेंस रिड्यूसेस. कितना है? 220. same as buyback only. Nothing is different. Yes or no? Ha. What is the last entry? Transfer to what? CRR. Very good. Because preference share capital is getting reduced. Yes or no? In the sum they did not mention about fresh issue. Yes. So nominal amount of preference share capital redeemed how much? 200 lakhs. So 200 lakhs you have to transfer to CRR. How much balance is there? शेयर प्रीमियम 25 है ना, तो उसमें 5 यूज कर सकता है, ठीक है, लेकिन इस सब में रेवेन्यू रिजर्व से यूज कर रहा है सीआरआर को, ठीक है. रेवेन्यू रिजर्व अकाउंट डेबिट टू सीआरआर कितना? 200 lakhs. Instead you can use securities premium 5 lakhs. Okay, revenue reserve balance 195 lakh. That is also possible. You can take that also. Clear with the entry? Buyback entries, issue of equity shares, issue of preference shares, entries are same. Buyback of equity shares, redemption of preference shares. I am telling redemption of preference shares, redemption of debentures also same. Issue of equity shares, issue of preference shares, issue of debentures also same. Entries. Understanding? So issue concept is same for all the three. But in case of debentures, there is a separate concept called DRR, debenture redemption reserve. Okay, debenture redemption reserve. When the company is certain that it has to redeem the debentures, it has to create a separate account called DRR at the time of issue only. That is the only difference. वो DRR से हम debentures को ही redeem करना पड़ेगा. समझ गए? That is only difference. DRR रिजर्व क्रिएट करेगा, उस रिजर्व से इन्वेस्ट करेगा कंपनी, बाहर इन्वेस्ट करके, एग्जाम्पल एफडी में इन्वेस्ट करेगा, बाहर दूसरा कंपनी में इन्वेस्ट करेगा, शेयर डिविडेंड आएगा, वो डिविडेंड रख के फिर उस डिविडेंड वो डीआरआर में ही डालेगा. समझ गया? वो डीआरआर बढ़ता जाएगा. अभी सोच लीजिए डिवेंचर्स आर इश्यूड फॉर 2 years और 3 years. सो स्टार्टिंग ईयर में ही डीआरआर क्रिएट करेगा, 3 years इन्वेस्ट करेगा, 3 एट द एंड ऑफ 3 years टोटल अमाउंट को रिडेम्पशन करेगा. दिस इज द ओनली प्रोसेस, ओनली डिफरेंस फ्रॉम शेयर्स एंड डिबेंचर्स. दैट इज द ओनली डिफरेंस. रेस्ट एवरीथिंग इज सेम. ओके, सो टेक दिस सम्स ऑल्सो फॉर होमवर्क. Try on your own. Everything is same. Due to time constraint, I could not teach every sum. Okay. Tomorrow I'll start underwriting. Okay. Rest of the sums, take your time. Okay. Take your time. Do every sum. If you do every sum, you will understand the concept. Clear na? CRR concept is very important. CRR. घर में जाके जितना CRR सम से सब करो. ठीक है? Any doubts? If you have any doubts, I'll take it. No? Thank you.